This is an Insane Cast production. You are listening to Thanks for Watching, the All Movies Podcast. With your cast, DJ, Beth, Joe, and Jimmy. And now, thanks for watching.
Welcome to Thanks for Watching, episode 86. Wow, we're climbing up that ladder. 86. That's the introduction. I'm DJ. And way up north.
Hi, it's Jimmy here in sunny Riverside.
Sunny Riverside. Beth will probably be stopping by in a little while. And we've got...
Just Joe down south.
Yay! There's Just Joe. Welcome. Funniest opening ever so far. To me, anyway. Such a crazy thing. We had a sort of a non-busy weekend. It was like busy. We watched a lot of movies. But Joe, you had a crazy weekend. What did you do?
I did a 24-hour gaming marathon stream to raise money for Children's Hospital San Diego, Rady's Children's Hospital San Diego. We were taking donations, and me and my team of guys were playing games for 24 hours straight. Pretty nuts.
How'd it turn out?
It was good. We beat our goal. We had a goal of $2,500, and we beat it by about $300 or so.
Rock on.
That's awesome.
I personally raised $944.
Sweet.
So that's, my goal was like $750, so I surpassed my goal by quite a bit.
Nice.
Pretty happy about it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yay.
Yeah. It was a good time. I was very delirious. I ate poorly and paid for it, but in the end, it all worked out.
In the end, it worked out.
There's a pun. There's a pun that just happened inadvertently or overtly.
Yeah, that was.
I'm not sure.
That was inadvertent.
Wow, that's
awesome.
that is
Thank
awesome.
you.
That is
Yeah,
awesome. Jimmy, your son used to do that, right? David, he would do those 24-hour marathons, and
Both David and Jacob have done 24, 48, and 36-hour marathons.
oh my gosh,
Video gaming marathons like that?
Yeah.
holy mackerel!
Wow, 48? Jeez.
That's too much.
24, 36, 40. Oh, no. 12, 24, and 36.
All right.
My thank you for correcting me. That would be a long-ass time to,
Holy
There's
mackerel.
no amount of
you'd have to.
Old
That's a long
Spice
time.
and Irish Springs to clean that mess up when you're done.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy mackerel. That's insane.
But both of them are fairly prolific gamers. David more before, now he just kind of recreationally in and out of there. But Jacob has pushed himself on the gaming thing a few times. And actually was ranked 368th, I think, in the world 3 summers ago or 2 summers ago on League of Legends.
Wow.
So, yeah, but he couldn't make any money because he wasn't 18.
No sponsorships.
So that's a bunch of poop.
Yeah, it helps to be of age of majority to make money.
So, yeah, and I have no idea about it. I've played probably 4 or 5 rounds of actual streaming video games in my whole life.
I used to stream, play the Disney's Toontown online. That's as good as it gets for me.
Toontown.
Yes.
Is that a first-person shooter?
Yes, pie. We shoot pie at robots. It was fun. I think it still exists. You could still go play it.
What's it called?
Toontown. It's a Disney. You create your own Disney character and run around the Toontown, and Minnie and Mickey and Donald, they all run around the whole world. It's fun.
I believe you.
And then you have to join groups to fight like the big bosses. If you don't join groups, you're gonna probably die. Penny
Dying is not always great.
No, definitely not. Not in the video game world. Cool. Well, hey, we're gonna talk about Terminator: Dark Fate. We'll talk a little bit about Countdown and Harriet. Then we'll have our box office numbers streaming challenge and next week's openings, future films, all that stuff. First of all, in entertainment news, they finally figured out that, or not figured out, they finally got the last cast member cast for Hocus Pocus 2. So they'll probably start shooting here pretty soon. I guess that means they found the right schedule to get everybody on board. So who's down for Hocus Pocus 2?
I'd have to watch the first one again.
Yeah.
It's not really fresh in the memory.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on.
Well, I think the last person was Bette
Hocus
Midler.
Pocus one.
Getting her on board. So, it'll be. I'm sure it'll be funny. It's going to be a good one. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. Eek.
How was everybody's Halloween?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
It was good. You know what? Penny and I, we just went to the movies.
You didn't hand out candy or anything to kids?
No, we didn't hand out candy.
Is that something you guys don't do?
No, we just didn't do it this year. The plan for us was we were going to go visit some of our friends downtown, and then it
downtown San Diego.
Yes.
Okay,
and
it's not downtown. It's actually uptown. It's on Bankers Hill.
Oh, that's not downtown.
Well, no, you're right. And actually, that's not even where it was going to be. It was somewhere.
In Hillcrest?
No. What is that restaurant? The 50s Diner restaurant?
Corvette Diner?
Corvette Diner. That's the one. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's Point Loma.
That's Liberty Station, man.
Yes. Liberty's
right.
Not at Liberty Station, but like the area over there. Like right
that's
there.
Point Loma. That's
yeah,
not downtown.
Point Loma. But it's not downtown. But from where I am, it's down there.
Everything's
Crackhead
downtown from the
Blue and I were
163. Where the 163 and the 15 split, that's all downtown, south of there.
Yeah, Crackhead Blue and I were on 5th, 6th, FG, Broadway. We were downtown.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, you were in the heart of the gas lamp.
That's correct.
Yes. So, but
Man, those are my old stomping grounds from law school.
Nice, man. Yeah, we were.
I used to walk around. I used to walk around memorizing things downtown down there.
We were walking around with all the other costumed folks.
How was it?
It was good. It's always better if it's on a Friday or Saturday, but
yeah,
it was still a good turnout of people for a Thursday.
So, I've never been down there on Halloween, so you have to excuse my ignorance. Did the businesses hand out candy and stuff?
I'm not sure because we've never asked. I don't think. I'm sure some of them are, but I mean, most of them are. Bars and clubs, and they're trying to get people in the door, and they have somebody out front with a stack of flyers or free drinks, blah blah blah, costume contest. Everybody's yelling at you to come in their place, and then all the restaurants that have outdoor seating, there's a lot of people posted up there because they want to watch everybody walking by. Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, we picked up my mom. She gets dressed up too. We go down and get her, and then we drive out there and walk around for a couple hours. And in our costumes, and that was it. It was a good time.
That's cool.
Both Crackhead Blue and I were both Jedi this year, so we had
Oh, really?
legit robes and had our sabers from Disneyland, and yeah, it was good.
Ooh, we should put a picture of you on the Instagram.
I'll share this one with you guys real quick.
Sweet.
But go ahead. Don't let me hold up the
No, it's okay. That's cool.
show.
So our plans fell through, so we just ended up, we didn't have any candy or anything, so we're like, let's just go see a movie.
What? Okay. But do you guys normally hand out candy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I normally hand out candy
Okay.
at our house. That's kind of the last few years. That's been my job. I think I was actually driving down from Riverside to San Diego during Halloween this year.
Yeah.
It was Thursday, right?
It was a Thursday.
Yeah, it was a Thursday.
Last year we had a fun. I had some fun. There was a little boy, and he just looked like supremely crapped out about the whole thing, and like people are giving out crappy candy, or his brother was picking on him, or who knows what. So I don't remember what kind of cereal it was, but it was some kind of like ultra sugary cereal that was like Fruit Loops or something. And this kid came up, and I said, if I can't guess your costume, then you get the prize. I go, I've been really good. I've been able to guess. Something like that. Some stupid little... And I pretended like I didn't know what his costume was, and he's like, you're dumb. So I gave him a box of Fruit Loops, and he about crapped his pants, ran out in the street. I got a box of Fruit Loops. So it was probably much funnier than the story I told.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we usually go out. We have like friends and nieces and nephews, people with kiddos, so we usually go out with them. That's usually what we do.
Yeah.
There you go. Pictures in the Discord.
Yay! Cool. So that's the Halloween. That's what happened.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's see if y'all want to. Let's see what's our contact info for people that want to contact us. Let's see, 512 podcast.
Contact info?
Yeah, because we get people that contact us all the time on our text messaging. 512 podcast. 763-2278 is the numbers match the letters for the podcast. Yay! Go to our website, tfwmovies.com, and you'll find all that info right there. In fact, I think we still have the link to your gaming session. Is it still live? Can people still donate?
I mean, you could still donate. You can donate till the end of the year.
Oh.
We were just taking donations like the weeks leading up to it and then during.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can still donate to it if you want to.
Oh, okay. Sweet. That's even better. So go on over there and make a donation. That sounds fun. Another great way to contact us is through Patreon. Patreon.com/TFWmovies. And one of the amazing benefits you get is to be on the Discord right here. I see Crackham Blue hanging out, listening in right now, live. Hello. And then what else? You get to be on our Marco Polo, which is fun. It goes crazy every once in a while. There's Crackhead Blue. She's chiming in, saying, hi! So, whoops, did I yell that? So anyway, that's one of your wonderful benefits of being a Patreon subscriber. And there's other little things that happen along the way. Elusive Exclusive, about to record a new one. So that's kind of cool. So you get a new one hopefully by the end of this week. We'll see. It's going to be a busy weekend. Penny and I are driving to Las Vegas and then coming back and on the weekend and going to a skate party and such. But as it turns out, we will still have a show next week. So I don't think that you will be there, right, Joe?
I fly back. Probably not. I think we'll be landing around now. So
yeah.
I probably won't make it next week.
So next week, no Joe. No Joe. What about... But we should have Jimmy, right? Or are you busy that day?
I have no idea. I should be free.
All right. Well, will you be in town or are you going to be up there? That's the next question. Because that's
What is next week something special?
Oh, absolutely. Veterans Day is on Monday.
God, not to sound absolutely insensitive, but here I go. I don't know that we take that day off.
Well, you'll see.
We should.
There are no veterans that work for the firm?
Oh, no, there's a bunch of them, but yeah, I'll have to find out what the firm decision is.
Yeah, cool.
The firm decision on... you got to find out what the firm's firm decision is.
Yes.
Huh? Got it.
Yep.
Hopefully they're not wavering, making a firm decision. All right, let's move on to inspirational role model films. And we should start it off with Crackhead Blues List. All right, here we go. Alien, she says Ripley for that person. Star Wars for Leia. That makes sense. Very inspirational. Mulan. I wonder who she means for Mulan. Huh. She didn't put anything.
What a mystery.
Mystery. Stand and Deliver. Good one. Legally Blonde. I almost expect Jimmy to have that one. The Miracle Worker. Then The Devil Wears Prada. And there she goes naming Andy. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right.
You got it.
And then Avatar, The Last Airbender, Uncle Iroh. Did I say that right?
Yep, you got
Sweet.
it. The animated story, not the live action.
Not the live action one. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you, Crackhead Blue, for starting that one. Yeah. Joshua from the internet, he says, Boys in the Hood.
For real.
Yep. And
coming hard.
And then the Terry Fox story.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't either. But he posted a little video clip of it, and I haven't watched it, but I'll probably watch it a little bit later. Missy on the internet, she says To Kill a Mockingbird. And then she had to explain how much she absolutely loves it, and she has one of the first copies of the book, To Kill a Mockingbird, and she just recently had a house fire and pretty much destroyed the whole house, but the book was still good. Dun, dun, dun.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah. So lucky her, she still has the book. It smells a bit like smoke. I guess that's going to happen in a house fire. So, and she almost has a whole new house now. They're like rebuilding everything, which is kind of cool. It sucks that she had to have a house fire. So, but yeah. What else do we have? Oh, Philip Duke II. He has a podcast, My Celluloid Heart Podcast, where he talks about movies a lot as well. But he chimed in. He said, Forrest Gump, What Dreams May Come, and City of Angels. Basically, inspirational about enjoying life. So those are good ones. I worked on City of Angels.
I don't think there's a movie you haven't worked on by this point. At least that's what the 29 Toes guys will probably say.
That's
worked
true.
On every movie that's ever been made.
Right. But
because you're so old.
I have... What? Oh, my gosh.
I didn't say that.
No.
I was speaking for
For.
the 29 Toes guys were speaking through me at that moment.
Oh my gosh! What do they call it? What is that? Like a telepathy kind of a thing? Ooh,
Yeah.
It's called channeling.
Also, Kim from the internet says Under the Tuscan Sun. All these great ones. And then Teresa from the internet. She says Tangled and Force Awakens. And then to round off all of our wonderful listeners and fans, teacher J.M. Strauss. He says Saving Mr. Banks and Hotel Rwanda. So that's it. Those are our that's our list.
That is it.
And you ready for the cast? Come on, say you're ready for it.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's mine. The President from Independence Day. I'd say he was pretty darn inspirational. And then Samwise from The Lord of the Rings. I mean, you're talking about this guy who's loyal to his buddy and doesn't really want an adventure, but he does it anyway. That's pretty inspirational, I'll say. Maria from The Sound of Music. Tiana, Princess Tiana from Princess and the Frog. I think she was pretty inspirational. Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I really wish Beth were here because she would probably say something to that. And then Harriet Tubman from the film Harriet, by the way. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but definitely inspirational. Quite amazing, I think. So that's my list. That's my list, and I'm sticking to it. All right, Jimmy.
All right.
Perfect.
What do you got for us?
Selma.
Ooh, Selma.
Because I have a special place in my heart for MLK. Very inspirational individual.
Absolutely.
Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith's character, Chris Gardner. And the movie Invictus. And the apartheid guy that ended apartheid, and Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. You're missing one.
I haven't seen Invictus.
I'm not missing
Yep,
one.
I think you're missing one.
No.
Your favorite movie of all time.
Not really a role model in there.
No? Dead Poet Society?
Not really a positive role model. You know, there's a role model, but it's hard to quantify Robin Williams in that as a positive role model. Pretty controversial.
That's true.
So, as much as I'd love to find a positive role model for Robin Williams, most of his roles are very, like, screw-off roles, which that's probably why I love them, because I identify with them.
You a screw-off? What?
Maybe once in a hour or so.
Yes.
Nope, that's my list. That's where I'm at.
Sticking to it.
Holding the 3.
Holding the 3. All right. Got it. And we still don't have Beth. I wonder what's going on. She may not make it today.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Does she have power?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure she has power. But I'm not so sure.
All right.
Well, we'll find out next week if she's on next week. So, Joe, it's time for your list.
Okay, I'm going to go with 42, the Jackie Robinson story.
Yes.
Great story.
I'm going to do Saving Private Ryan, Captain Miller specifically. Just being handed one of the most insane missions ever to find one guy, and just how he kind of held it together, but that showed moments of weakness. But then, you know, he's an inspirational guy. He inspired his guys to fight harder, get the job done, that kind of a thing. and Men of Honor.
Ooh.
It's where the movie about the first black U.S. Navy diver.
Yeah.
That was a great film.
So those are my 3.
Fantastic. Great 3. All right. Well, hey, those are our lists, our films, our favorite films that have inspirational role models in them. So check them out if you're looking for some inspiration in this month of November, the Inspirational Role Model Month. Check that out. Check out one of these.
Check it out.
Check it out. Go do it. And now for... stuff we're putting in our eyes. All right. I'll start this off with Countdown. Countdown is your classic love story between a bunch of people and they're downloading an app to drink. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, so this, what happens? Where do I go? Okay, so really it's like, so a nurse downloads an app that claims to predict your moment, the moment a person's going to die. And it tells this nurse that she only has 3 days to live. And so with the clock ticking and the figure haunting her, it's a scary figure actually, she must find a way to save her life before time runs out. So, I you know what, to me it seemed like it was a film that was a cross between, well, this and Final Destination. It's kind of like you know your fate, and then you try and change it, and then it comes back to haunt you. So she learns she's going to die and cancels her plans. And the demon in the whole film decided, hey, you're breaking the user agreement. You're not supposed to change your plans. That's no good. So he comes to torment her, and that's crazy. Really, I don't know why I was enjoying this film, but it was kind of enjoyable. There were a bunch of jump scares that I didn't jump from, but I knew some people that did. So they're like, oh my gosh, I knew they were coming and they still got me. So if you like jump scares, oddly enough, it was, I mean, this film was PG-13, and it wasn't like dirty, if that makes sense. The horror movies they don't have like that whole all the sex scenes and all the nudity and stuff like they used to, and didn't have a lot of cussing. So I thought it was pretty fascinating how this film, was done pretty well.
Hey, Beth, how are you?
Hey, sorry.
Hey, Beth.
Welcome, Beth.
Hi, guys.
You just made my whole day if you didn't, yeah, you did. Thank you.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Hey.
You're quite welcome.
So, finish your thought. Sorry to interrupt, guys.
Oh, that's okay. I was just talking about the movie Countdown. Yeah, we went and watched it, and the biggest thought was, holy mackerel, I mean, it was actually kind of a decent film for a horror movie.
Horror movies can be good, too.
Yeah.
Well, DJ doesn't like scary stuff.
I don't like scary stuff. And you know what was worse is that, okay, there's this scene that scared me to death. And
Horses?
No, I don't believe there was a single horse in this film, but...
good.
So this...
Is there a married horse?
No, I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Married horse. No, so this kid... okay, so this guy who downloaded the app, he says he's gonna die in 2 days or what have you, and he changes his plans. So now it's time for Demon Guy to torture him or torment him, and so his little brother died at a very young age, and he feels a lot of guilt for this. And in one of the
Was
scenes,
it his fault?
He blamed himself, but it was kind of lame, actually. But
That's sad.
when you're kids, you kind of put your weird stigmas on your own self, and
That is absolutely the truth.
yeah. So something silly oh, he died because I stole a dinosaur. Well, no. He died because he was sick.
You shouldn't steal dinosaurs.
That's true. You should not steal dinosaurs.
Stealing dinosaurs is bad.
Yes. So what happened is that he's being tormented, and he's ends up in the bathroom. And I don't even know how he ends up in the bathroom.
Probably went through the door.
Yeah, that's true. He went through the door. Oh, he was hiding out. He saw this shadowy black figure, and he's like, nope, that ain't happening. He goes hides in the bathroom. And when he gets in the stall to... oh, no, he had to go to the bathroom. Durr. So but he's in the stall, and my brain is going, why are we having a POV of this guy peeing? It doesn't make any sense. And then all of a
Shock
sudden...
value.
You're right. And then all of a sudden, the door behind him starts jiggling. And so he's like, all right, whoever it is, this one's taken. And all of a sudden he looks behind him, and all you see are these bare feet in the bathroom, which is disgusting anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And it's a public bathroom. That makes it worse. Well, it is in a hospital, so I guess it's okay.
You mean you guys don't? You guys keep your shoes on when you go to the public bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about at the pool?
Yeah.
Usually flip flops.
Like in the pool?
Not in the
Yeah, you keep your shoes on in the pool?
You go to the bathroom there. I mean,
Yeah, I go to the bathroom in the pool. Shoes aren't on.
No.
Right?
I'm not swimming with you ever.
Wait, what?
Oddly specific.
Yeah. And
What's going on?
Anyway, this guy, Matt, he sees his brother, or no, he sees this guy. He says, dude, go to another stall. So this kid goes to another stall. When he's done, he goes and washes his hands, and then all of a sudden he sees this kid in the stalls walking between the walls to the other
Like
stalls.
you do. I mean, that's what I do.
Like he
makes
is
sense.
pacing back and forth, but going through the stalls. So all you see is feet going back and forth. Okay, that was the scariest part for me, right there. I'm like,
Well, you don't like ghosts, and that is a pretty ghostly thing to do.
that is a super ghostly thing. I turned to Penny and I was like, I don't like this movie already. So,
He's all, nope, nope.
nope.
so what's worse?
What's worse?
A horse ghost or a barefoot person
Bathroom
in a
ghost.
public bathroom?
A barefoot horse in the bathroom.
Walking
Okay, we're still assuming the barefoot
balls
ghost.
to the walls.
Ooh,
You're assuming the
Through
barefoot
the
person
walls.
is a ghost still, right?
like dragging your balls on the walls?
Yep,
Yeah.
you'd have to drag them through it.
That's worse.
Ugh.
Nope.
That would hurt.
Nope.
little
I
bit.
would see. Here's the deal. For some reason, a horse ghost seems so unreal to me that I'm not afraid of a horse ghost. But a real horse is super scary. Ghosts are super
Normal
scary.
real horse? Come on. Why?
They're dangerous. They're evil.
How are they dangerous?
There's-
I mean, have you ever had an accident with a horse?
No, but I've.
I've been bitten by a horse.
Oh,
before,
see.
but I don't hate them.
You are not an apple.
This is true.
Okay, a horse should know that.
Well, he was a mean, ornery son of a
So
gun.
horses, like, you're... oh my gosh, you're so stereotyping horses right now.
That's
true.
my life.
Unbelievable.
Blanket statements.
Unbelievable.
That's
You
my
know
life.
how I hate those blanket statements.
I know. Well, you know what? I don't. Maybe a trained horse would be better. I don't know. Just not interested in horses.
It was just a little nibble. He was just like, "Hey, you're too close to my pen," and he bit me.
Oh,
Horses bite like
You guy's a little
people
bit of an
kiss.
a-hole.
a little bit.
He was a little bit of a jerk horse.
I mean that's not necessarily the truth, Jim. Like I've had a number of horses in my life, and I've spent a lot of time with other horses who are not mine own, and I've only been bitten twice.
Well,
See, DJ, just twice.
yeah.
You big sissy.
You know what? I'm just not going to horse around with it.
Yeah, DJ,
Oh,
just stay away from him. You'll be
Yeah,
happier.
I'm good with this. My life is fine without a horse. My dog eats just fine. Eating chicken.
Or just get a dog the size of a horse.
See, I'm good with that. I am actually good with that. A dog the size
I know,
of a
you
horse.
really liked Indy.
Yes. See? Indy's cool. But if I may, I could tell you my favorite scene in this film.
Not the bathroom scene?
Okay.
No, not the bathroom scene. There's a priest in this, because, of course, we're dealing with demons.
Yeah.
And it's really funny, there's Latin code in the app. It's kind of interesting. But the part that was... the part that I like the most is the priest. I think he was more like comic relief than he was anything else other than helpful. He tried to help, but he was also pretty funny. And he did not seem like a Catholic priest. I mean, he even had tattoos all over the place. But
people aren't born Catholic priests.
No, they're
Maybe
not.
He had a past.
They're not. Yes, exactly. And some, well, I'd imagine many priests become priests because they've had the past and they're like, they've found a new way.
It's possible.
Yes.
They've got to find a place to hide.
There's that.
That's one way to look at it.
There's that. But this guy was kind of geeking out, so I don't know that he was Yeah. Either way, it was still... I thought it was a pretty funny scene. I thought it was interesting. I liked the character.
Good.
So, if you like horror movies, you'll probably like this one. If you like Final Destination, that's what I feel it's like. You know, a little bit like that. You change your fate,
Okay.
and then the demon's gonna come and get you anyway. Until you
Yes, sir.
figure it out. And the way she battled it was actually pretty cool. I like how they did. So I don't want to say any more because I don't want to spoil it too much. I mean, but it is the countdown. Check it out.
Okay.
And I won't even. Yeah, I'm done because I don't want to spoil it. What do I give this as an overall? I don't know because I'm so torn with like I liked it and then it was scary and it's a scary movie and there's a ghost that walks through bathroom stalls.
Yeah, but you're allowed to like scary things, so just give it a number that feels appropriate to you.
I'll give it an 8 because
There you go.
It kept me watching. It was not too long. The suspense music was, what it was, suspense music. And they did stupid horror movie stuff. Like what you do, instead of turning one way and meeting up with a bunch of people, you go the other way and walk by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
Makes sense. That makes sense.
You're dumb.
Why don't we take the running car? Well,
No, let's go hide behind that wall of chainsaws.
right?
Stop breathing. I love that commercial so much. And the killer's just standing behind him just like...
Like, can you just please make this a challenge? Gosh. Okay, well, that's it for that one. Let's talk about Harriet, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yes. I don't think if I called it a classic love story, I would ever do it justice. Although, you could call it your classic love story between a woman and her freedom.
I think that's a pretty classic love story.
Yeah, and so this is okay. Here's the plot. It's an extraordinary tale of Harriet Tubman's escape from slavery and transformation into one of America's greatest heroes, whose
There you go.
courage, integrity, and tenacity freed hundreds of slaves and changed the course of history.
I am impressed with your reading of tenacity. Good job.
Thank you. I can't believe I did it. But
You did it
Practice.
right, man.
He
Thank
practiced.
you. Thank you. But let me tell you, this was an amazing film, and Cynthia, I don't know her last name, Arrivo. I'm sorry I butchered your last name, but she played Harriet so well.
Nice.
I mean, it was absolutely believable. Jimmy, what do you think? Tell us what your thoughts are.
I think it takes an extremely large fish to fornicate with a whale.
Well, that's true, but what do you think of Harriet?
Oh, that. You're welcome. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought, oh, here we go, another film with, like, I don't know, just I was imagining like everybody's causes being out on the silver screen, and I was fearing the exclusionary factors of people's causes, and this movie genuinely surprised me, and it was a very uniting film. It brought, as an audience member, it brought me to feel like I was part of something bigger than who I am. It really reaffirmed what our country was founded on and what it should continue to represent. But at the same time, it brought the reality that's not what it is. That the reality is that we're still in a mindset of discrimination for a variety of reasons. So, yeah.
One of the things that made me really think about in this film, just one little thing. I mean, there was a lot to think about, and what I was thinking of, just it really is kind of not even a blip on the radar of this film, but to find that Harriet is leading an army of people for the United States. And she's not even like an enlisted soldier. Mm-hmm. Thinking that would never happen in today's world unless there was like some sort of a zombie apocalypse. and then somebody would pop up and probably lead, but who would listen to them? Now we have a like paid army, like and I guess some of them were paid too back in that day, but. Wow, just to get people to volunteer and just say, I have a gun, we're going to show up and hurt some people.
Have a gun, we'll travel.
Yeah. Just the way things have changed from back then to now is insane. But, I mean, like Jimmy said, it still has that same discrimination factor that happens now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And how do you stand up to that?
I love how the writers laid out the story in such a way that they make you they allow you to feel that unity.
Yes.
And then they show what it feels like to have it taken away, and I actually felt it being taken away and given so many times. In the literal and the figurative journey that Harriet Tubman took over and over again, and the burden going both ways, was tremendous.
Yeah.
So now
One of my favorite scenes in this film is when Harriet had, I think it was like the third or fourth trip that she went down south to grab a group of slaves, and she comes back and William falls out of his chair at how many people that she had brought in. And it was kind of a neat little montage sequence at that point of her saying, you know what, I'm going and I'm getting people. And she does. And she brings all these people. And he's interviewing these people that she brought in as she brings in more people.
Right.
So I thought that was, I mean, I'm assuming that's what it was, but it was fascinating. One of the things I'm really sad that I didn't get to see is the board that they wrote a. They went to the Underground Railroad meeting place, and they put her name on the board. And at that point, she had brought 9 people and 0 fatalities.
Woo.
And I wish I had seen a different count, like later on. And maybe they cut it out. Maybe they didn't. But
did you watch the end of the movie with me?
I did. What?
And you didn't see that they posted numbers of
how
many she brought to freedom?
I remember how many she brought to freedom, but I didn't see how many fatalities. Oh,
so you were more interested in how many people died than how many people were freed?
At that point, yes. But did they say
awesome.
it? Did they say how many people died?
No.
Yeah, see.
Not that I remember. Not that I recall.
And I think that was the thing that fascinated me. I was like, how are they really calculating that? And if they are, I mean, that's giving meaning to the life that didn't make it.
So my favorite scene was when that would give away too much.
Well, it is written down in history, I think.
There's a point where Harriet crosses a river, and her head never goes underwater.
Oh yes,
that's my favorite part.
That's a great scene because what that does, that scene changes people's perspective and changes the group that she was with. It changes them to trust her, and not just her, but there was the people like spying have a change of heart. And I think that was a good scene. That was an amazing scene. I like that too.
Well, I think they tie it all into a supreme being as well, because they see that she has this enormous faith in an unseen being. She identifies as God, and she's fed information that helps her, and she follows these promptings or inspirations or feelings or what have you, and crosses a river that should be uncrossable, and then elderly people and little babies are able to be brought across because of it.
Yeah. Leaving the theater in the car, I was still like on the verge of tears, like how I enjoyed that the emotions of this film.
I cried a couple times. It was really good.
Yeah,
it's really good. So, what's your overall takeaway, DJ?
My overall, gosh, I have to say, well, when you've lost everything, there's nothing that can stop you anymore, and you'll accomplish everything. I mean, this lady lost everything. Her family, her husband, she spent a whole year as a freed person, a freed slave, and she still had nothing. Like you couldn't stop her to go get her family.
Right.
And so when you've lost everything, don't underestimate somebody that's lost everything.
Right.
For sure. So, I still, as a movie as a whole, I mean, the emotions were there. The scenery was, I think they could have had a little bit better. Like, I don't know. Just, I was going for cinematic value as well, and I think I'm going to give this one an 8.
Okay.
You know? I mean, it's really high up there in my rankings, and at one point, I did feel like the film was going a little long. So, but I mean, it's 2 hour and 5 minute movie, so it is a bit long already. So that's my overall. What about you, Jimmy?
My overall, or what are you asking?
Overall impression of the film, or what did you get out of it?
That it takes trials to help you boil down to what is most important, what is truly most important to you in your life. Because I went in with such low expectations of the movie, I actually came away, and my overall on it is it's a 10. Regardless of cinematic or I just felt that movie.
Yeah,
really.
There's
felt
a lot
the
of
movie.
feelings. A lot of feelings.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll probably skip that one just because I don't like seeing super sad stuff.
Yeah.
Like I still haven't seen Selma. I still haven't seen 12 Years a Slave. Like
Yeah.
those are movies I'll probably
I'm there
skip.
with you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my background, I probably should see these movies because I
Right.
should have a greater appreciation for like the struggles of my people, quote unquote. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It might hit too close to home, and yeah.
It's
So
really sad.
So here's a little insight that I found really interesting, and one of the, in my opinion, one of the unsung heroes that I never took into account of was William Seward of New York. He actually gave Harriet Tubman and her family a house that was on his estate, and he, you know, although there was Anglo people, white people in the Underground Railroad and the society, William Seward, in the movie at least, he was portrayed, he just walked up to her and talked to her like she was any other person, and offer, what can I do to help, which I found really cool. And that was the kind of thing that I was afraid would not happen in the film. So, you should see it. You should see it.
That's why it's on my list of inspirational films. I mean, definitely something to see.
And it's really the amount of sadness is overcome by the amount of triumph in that movie.
Yeah, for sure.
So
if you like seeing somebody get punched in the face because they are an idiot, this lady punches everybody in the face multiple times.
she's a badass.
Yeah, she really is a badass. And you know, thinking about that, isn't she up for having her face on one of the bills or our money? What is it?
I thought it was. Wasn't it decided that she was going to be on like one of the?
Yeah, but I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I don't remember because I'm a horrible human being.
On the 12
Also,
cent
I never
piece.
have any money, so why would I?
Good point. Good point. Yeah. So, and I think that it adds to that. I think we should have her there. She is important to our country.
Absolutely.
We do. We have Susan B. Anthony.
Yes, but there can be more than one important lady.
Yeah, right? Can you imagine?
No, just one.
Only one per year and or time period that we live in.
Come on.
Only one per age, gentlemen. Let's not get carried away. Women, oh, they are nothing.
Did we have a special guest? Do we have Donald J. Trump on?
We have, like, entitled old man douchebag character.
Right.
Blue. Shit.
That shit's funny right there. This is why you need to join Patreon, folks. The memes.
The memes, yes.
The memes and the gifs.
But her emails. That's pretty good.
I realized that I dropped that Wolverine one at like the worst possible time for everybody.
Yeah,
So they're talking about Harriet Tubman, and then all of a sudden, Wolverine! I'm like, oh, yeah, that was maybe pick your moment, Beth.
I didn't even see that. Sorry, I was too busy talking about the other one.
You should go back and laugh. You'll be like, oh, haha.
Got it. All right. Well, shall we move on to a different one? Like
Sure.
Terminator.
A different one?
Dark Fate.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's do it. All right. This is your classic love story between a Terminator and his need to kill the person that's supposed to be killed.
That's one way to put it.
I guess that's one way to put it. Yes. Sarah Connor and a hybrid cyborg human must protect...
Named Grace.
That's right. Must protect
Amazing.
a young
She is
girl
pretty badass.
from a newly modified liquid Terminator from the
Man,
future.
that asshole.
Yeah.
That's just not fair. This dude can, like... Okay, so in Terminator 2... He was all like Liquid Man,
yes,
if
he
you
was.
recall.
Oh yeah.
And then in this one, they kind of it's like they retcon every Terminator movie since Terminator 2.
Yeah.
They go in and they go, those ones were all kind of ho-hum, so here we'll get back to the good stuff.
Let's make it cooler.
Yeah.
It totally worked.
And his outer body and the inner shell work together.
Yeah. And can be independent of each other.
Yes, that was not cool.
Oh, is that where your name comes from, Blue? Oh my god! Wow. I am such a dorkweed. How did I miss that? Anyway. Good choice, Blue. Yeah, his chassis, as my mom called it, and his gooey outer side can work independently of each other.
Yeah.
And so it's like half the time they're fighting two Terminators, which, sweet
cool.
Jesus, that's hard. That's a lot of just getting your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
A lot of being smacked against stuff. So, what did you think, DJ?
What did I think? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. You know, it was intense.
It was intense.
I think Penny is happy I didn't crush her hand.
Aww.
So that
It was very much like a fire at the circus. It was intense.
Yeah, yes it was. But I was a little upset about the Terminator Arnold version. Did not say I'll be back.
He said
I
the
won't
truth,
be
though.
back,
He
yeah.
said, I won't be back.
I know.
Right.
And he didn't throw on his glasses because I was
He made
really...
he made the effort. He thought about it. We all saw it, and then he went, "Nah, I got shit to do."
Oh, and that drove me crazy. And I don't know why it was that need to finish. I'm sorry, you need to finish that. Put those glasses on.
It was his DJ's completionist streak that really got the better of him in this movie.
It sure did.
But there was so much about it that was so very, like, Terminator-y, getting back to the original ones where you're just like, oof.
And I'm I'm okay that Sarah Connor said it, but she didn't say it right.
Well,
She
Doesn't have an accent.
No,
Well, she said it right for what she was saying it for.
no,
Yeah.
She was saying it exasperated and sarcastically. I'll be back.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna just grenade a thing. Hold on, I'll be back.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, it was like, oh, here we go again. I'll be back.
Yeah.
This fucking guy always with it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just go around killing people. Oh, that is a lie. I had forgotten just the sheer body count of these movies.
Yeah.
They're like everyone. It's just like, oh, hey, I'm just gonna porcupine my way through this group of people, and you're like, oh.
See, I wonder if there is a body count between, like, John Rambo and the Governator.
Okay, so like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger, who has the higher body count.
Yeah.
Well, I think that last Rambo movie like really boosted Stallone's numbers.
It did.
Yeah,
put him
especially
over the
since Arnie didn't actually kill very many people in this movie.
No.
And he hasn't for a while. For a while now, he's been good Terminator in
Yeah.
these movies when he shows up. So he's really just concentrating on brutalizing whoever the bad Terminator is. So he doesn't even get body count most of the time.
No, not this time. If you count the Terminator, there's one. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I know what happens.
Well, it's the journey. Come on. It's the
Yeah, I
journey.
mean,
Oh my gosh.
these
I'm
ones
sorry,
are
sorry,
kind of like
Joe. That was
Can I just
the
say,
journey.
it ended the way every Terminator film ends.
with a thumbs up.
Yes.
With a Jeep of some sort.
With a Jeep and something melting.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Well, Joe,
Well,
it
The
just
first
saved
one
you
didn't end with a Jeep or something
$13.49.
melting. So
That is not true. In the first one, Sarah Connor
it did end.
drives
it did
away in
end
a
with
Jeep.
The Jeep. All right.
With her little picture and the German Shepherd and the song.
Yeah.
Mhm. You can't tell me Terminator stuff. My mom loves that movie. I will walk in more times than not and she's watching Terminator.
Oh, that's cool. How
Yeah.
did she like this one?
She really liked it. She thought it was good.
Yeah.
She enjoyed it. She thought that the chick who played Grace, which I don't know her name right now, my mom has a real issue when
Mackenzie Davis.
thank you, when ladies are supposed to be
One
tough.
of Willow's best friends' name, Mackenzie Davis.
Cool.
Excellent.
But it's a pet peeve of my mom's if there's like a person who's supposed to be like a tough guy who's a chick and she just doesn't look like she can't carry it off. Like my mom really hates it when J-Lo is supposed to be tough because she doesn't think she's tough enough to be a tough girl.
Aha.
But she liked this lady, so
Oh, good. Well,
That
she
was
she was altered, so
yeah, she was augmented.
yeah, very augmented.
That chick could take a hit too, man. Whew.
Oh, she took a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the ending shocked me a little bit. No pun
Really?
intended.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. I was not expecting it to go that route, and
Oh, see, I saw it coming a mile away.
did you?
I did.
I just.
But
Yeah. But I think that the pair up with Sarah Connor and
yeah,
Danny at the end was pretty awesome. I
Yeah,
thought
that is cool.
That was a neat little pair up that they did.
well, you see, if we keep talking about it, I'm just going to start talking about important things, so I need to kashoosh. But
Kashoosh.
I thought it was really good. If you like Terminator, like the first one and the second one, you'll probably like this one.
Yeah.
I got sort of disconnected as they continued into like the one with Claire Danes and then the one with the kid who played in the new Star Trek. Oh, I can't think of his name. The one who sadly passed away.
Yeah.
And then there was the one with Daenerys from Game of Thrones in it, and I haven't even seen that one. So I went into this really hoping that I wasn't missing anything.
And you did.
But instead, they fully etch-a-sketched it, and I'm like, yes!
They did.
I missed nothing!
You did miss nothing. That was the cool thing.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I thought they really got... I feel like they kind of went back to the beginning a little bit. and I appreciated that.
I did too. I was talking to my crazy aunt the other day about it, and just explaining to her that you'll 1, 2, and then skip to this one. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll just be absolutely fine, and you'll be
happy as a Terminator clam.
That's right, exactly. So, Jimmy, your thoughts, because I know you saw it.
I did see it. Not my favorite movie. It was totally predictable, which it's
That's
a
not always
Terminator.
a bad thing, though. You know,
It isn't.
I think people use that as a descriptor. Like, why didn't you like that movie? Too predictable. I think that's like a kind of a. I'm not accusing you of this, Jimmy, but I want to set the record straight that I feel like that's a cop out when people say that.
Well,
it's too predictable. Well, most movies are predictable. There's 3 acts. You know it's going to go down.
The reason why I say it was predictable was, and this is like my biggest problem with most anything in life, is I go in with my own expectations, and if they're not, I call it's too predictable. So my expectations were much different than the actual writers of the film. So, but there was some really good stuff. I enjoyed Arnold Schwarzenegger's character and
Carl?
Carl, the Draper
Okay,
guy.
so please hold for a minute. Can everybody just hold for a second and appreciate the fact that Carl, the drapery guy, was explaining to them that a little girl's room needs butterflies, balloons, or polka dots on the draperies? I almost peed my pants. I was laughing so hard. They're like in the middle of this huge battle with this unstoppable force murderer town guy, and he's just like, no, you need butterflies, or polka dots, or balloons. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on here?
See, that was the shining star that I would never see coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming. That was the thing I didn't see coming.
Nobody sees butterflies coming like that.
That was
and no one expects the Spanish Inquisition, and that was it.
That was one of my favorite parts of the whole movie. It really was. But yeah, overall, I could have watched it at home.
Yeah.
Just that's my
but
take
then
on
the
it.
snowplow, the glory of the snowplow car chase would have been completely lost because the size of it was so epic.
Yeah.
Because it's a snowplow! In Mexico, oddly enough, but that's beside the point.
Right. In Mexico City, nonetheless.
Yeah.
So, no, it was okay. I mean, my wife loved the movie. And this really is an oddity for Jackie and I. This is a type of movie I typically love to watch, and my wife is like, "Yeah, it's all right. Good thing we have a subscription for these movies." And it was totally the opposite for me. My wife's like, "It's so good because it shows where we're at societally and politically," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, really?" So I got a little dose of my own medicine.
Too. Yeah,
it was great. So yeah, that's where I'm at on it. Favorite scene was butterflies, polka dots, or balloons for sure.
I mean, that was a pretty great scene,
dude. That was great. It just showed that whole transition of Carl the Draper.
I think my favorite scene was when she was schooling Grace about today's time, about how social media and cameras everywhere, and how you would never survive here.
If you want to keep your phone in the potato chip bag, keep your phone in the potato chip bag.
That's right. I love that too.
Why do you need 10 bags? I really like potato chips.
Yeah, but he still knew where she was.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was...
So what do you give it, DJ?
Me? Whew.
No, the other DJ.
The other DJ? Well, I give it a 9. Because, you know what? I loved this film. I was entertained the entire time. I don't remember a single horse in the film, so that helps.
There wasn't one.
Yep.
You're thinking of True Lies. That's the one where Arnie rides a horse.
Oh, that's true. He sure does. I really liked seeing Arnold in it as well. Really hilarious when she shoots him, and he goes, "I'm gonna have I'm
gonna have a hard time explaining this to my girlfriend."
Yeah. So, that whole family scene was really neat. Like that, I think I would have been. One thing that made me question was like, how come the family isn't there? Like they're just expected to think that this is okay. Like there's people outside cursing up a storm, telling stories, and
well, he prepared them for that. He said, and also they were grocery shopping.
They did explain that. So, but I still thought it would have been really weird, because they did come back.
Yeah.
So anyway, but overall, a 9 for me.
Okay.
9.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. What about you? What about you, Beth?
I would probably give it probably like an 8, which I think is pretty respectable for how many movies are in this universe now?
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm going to just go ahead and call it the third.
The third.
Isn't this but wasn't it like, this was kind of like, oh, we're undoing all the other ones, and this is the true number 3 or something like that. Isn't that
that's pretty much what happened.
If that was the plan or not is left up for discussion, I guess.
I don't know. All I know is that James Cameron helped write it, so back to
I was under the impression that this was like one of those things where it's like, yeah, don't worry about those other ones. This is the direction that, we were trying to go the whole time. Like, I guess in essence retconning, like,
yeah,
making it like this is the true sequel, kind of like the latest Michael Myers movie that came out.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, like they did.
The newest Halloween. We're like, okay, Season of the Witch didn't exist. 4 doesn't exist. Like, none of those things exist anymore. This is part 3.
Well, it's just the same way that they sort of like the way they Star Trekked with like the alternate universe. It's sort of like that. It's like, in this timeline, this is what happened.
So like a comic book.
Basically.
Sort of.
Isn't it a
I
comic
thought it
book?
was good. No.
What?
So
Isn't
it's
it
like
comic book now?
No, I'm saying like a comic book where there's multiple story arcs,
Yeah.
and you can pick whichever one you want to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Jimmy, did you give it a number?
I did.
Is it a sad, sad number?
No. It's a 6.
That's actually higher than I was expecting you to give it.
Right, but there was some bright spots. I did appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. There it is. All right. Let's move on to our challenge. Are y'all ready for this? Yes. So last week
you
was...
just do it now specifically, so I'll do that.
I do. I really kind of enjoy it.
Now I'm gonna have to stop doing that.
No, don't you dare. But hey, last week's was achieved by Crackhead Blue and Teacher James Strauss. Almost Famous.
Yep,
that was last week's. All right, here's this week's. Let me cue it up. Get it in our queue. Okay, here we go.
Everybody's look. We figured it 17 different ways. And every time we figured it, it was no good. Because no matter how we figured it, Somebody didn't like the way we figured it. So now, there's only one way to figure it, and that is every man, including the old bag, for himself.
So good luck and may the best man win.
Right. Except you, lady. May you just drop dead.
All right. We all agree on that. Now look.
We all agree on that.
This is going to be a tough one for some of you. And for some of you, it's not. At least that's the way I'm figuring it.
That's... DJ.
Yeah, sorry.
You silly thing.
I couldn't help that. So there you go. Check it out. Figure it out. Let us know. Send us a text, 512-podcast. What do you think it is? All right. So streaming. It's time for well, if I could get that out.
Yeah, I mean, easy for you to say.
I know. Beth, are you streaming anything right now, or did we not give you time to set
No, I literally ran in, turned on my computer, and started talking.
Sweet. Oh, did you start recording?
No, I forgot to do that.
Dang it.
Yes, I started recording, you goober.
Oh, whoops. All right. So what have we been streaming this week, y'all?
I know I watched something.
We finished Rebels.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Yep.
Sweet. Was it everything you thought it would be and more?
Yeah. I don't know. There's like a couple things where so I had to remember watching that show, like, this is for kids. So
Yeah.
there was times where I'm like, that wouldn't happen. These guys are smarter than, I'd like kind of get mad at the writing. Like, I'd be like, that's lazy writing. Like, this situation was easily avoidable. But then I remembered, oh, right. It's for kids. There's way too much. Like, I'd be like, this is way too much exposition. Oh, wait. These are kids watching this. So it's like, I had to reel it back a couple times. But
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought it was, Bike. I figured it was like things that they were like, let's just make this situation up because we need something for them to do. Like, I don't know. I think you guys understand what I'm saying.
Just so everyone knows, Blue in the chat said, I hate it when people say lazy writing. So that was what Joe was retaliating against. Or rebutting, not retaliating.
Rebuttal.
Well, yeah. So,
And I didn't write that one.
there was a couple times where I called what was going to happen a few minutes before it, and I was like definitely prepared for it, so it didn't hit me as well as it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Didn't get me in the feels, but it leaves a little bit open for the next movie coming out. So we can talk about that tie-in later.
That'll be fun. We should probably have our own, like, this is Star Wars episode.
You speaking my language.
So, yeah.
We'll record on a Tuesday.
Other than that, yeah. That's all we watched.
That's all you watched? Cool. I must say that we're still... I want to finish Jessica Jones right now. I really do. Because this... Okay. First of all, this season is amazing. It's like, wow, I didn't expect it to be like this. And two, holy crap, so much bad stuff is happening. I really wish they'd get a break, even just in the middle of it. I'm feeling like this anxiousness right now going, why can't anything go their way? Even just a little tiny bit. Give them a bone. You know what I mean? Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll talk more about it when we're finished with it, but it's driving me insane. I'm loving this season completely.
Okay.
All right. That's all I have for streaming, because I'm not streaming anything else but the show.
I started to watch the end of season 3 of Big Mouth today, but I fell asleep and then woke up like angry Rip Van Winkle. Like, you know how when you guys take a nap, if that ever happens, and you wake up and you're like, what day is it? Oh, what year is it? And it's horrible? I have
I've
had
done that
that
before.
like the last couple of times that I've fallen asleep in the middle of the day, and it's really starting to cheese me off. But today was really bad. I was supposed to go see Terminator way earlier so that I didn't have to miss the beginning of the show, but I failed because Angry Rip Van Winkle took over.
It was a
bad
dark fate.
It was a bad day. So I started watching the second half of Big Mouth, and it's super funny. I fell asleep through this last episode, so I missed that. Something else, I've been watching a lot of Jeopardy. They have a lot of teen episodes on the Netflix right now. But I'm starting my countdown to Disney Plus.
Yeah, me too. It's on my calendar.
That's like
7
next
days.
Tuesday, right?
Yeah. So
And you can have up to
The
4
day after
screens.
we get back from our trip, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
4 screens, really?
4 screens. Yeah, you could watch it in 4 different spots at the same time.
So, like, Mom could watch downstairs, and then I could watch on my TV, my computer, and my phone all at once.
Yes, you can.
Full immersion!
Yep, there it is. 4
That's
different screens.
That's pretty cool.
So, I think so.
Yeah.
I pay double that for the amount for 4 screens on Netflix.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I only have 2 screens on my Netflix, but, I mean, that's all I really need. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Meow.
Anyone else? Jimmy, you streaming something?
Yeah, I started season 3 of Atypical. Great show. I love that show. But started out pretty good, actually. Finished season 6 of The Blacklist. And that was
Oh.
what a great ending.
That's up to 6 seasons already?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, James Spader just this last season. Make it past the 3rd episode, and it warms right up.
I feel like did we make it into the 2nd season? I don't know. There was a season where it just got super weird. I'm just like,
That was the 3rd season. It was
off the
horrible.
rails. She found that box in the floor, and it had her husband's other identity, and I'm like, okay, all
Yep.
right. Is this other guy her dad? Is James Spader her dad? Who's this guy? Why is this all weird? I'm out of here. That's basically how I felt.
I get that.
Yeah. No, I plowed through that. Season 6, it really ties all those loose ends up. It's kind of cool.
Good God, that was season 2, and it gets tied up in 6th season?
Yeah, that's it.
Youch.
Wait, the show's over?
No, I hope not. It could be. They didn't say that.
Playing the long game.
At least to me, they didn't say that. They may have said it to the rest of the world, but not to me.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out. I haven't seen anything with Blacklist. Maybe it's on Penny's list of things she watches. She gets to watch a lot more than I do.
Huh.
So cool,
Why
but that's
is
all
that?
we got streaming, y'all?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Well, hey, next week's coming out. I'm not sure I really want to go see it. Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, we'll go see that one.
You'll go see that one.
Yeah.
Penny hasn't seen The Shining, so I don't know if we should have her see that before we go and see that one.
I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, from what I've seen in the trailers, there's direct callbacks to scenes in The Shining, so you probably want to see that. Just even if it's just for like, wow, look at the recreation on that.
Even if
So
they
you need to watch The Shining in the dark by yourself,
God, no. No.
and then live stream that.
And then live
Yes.
stream that by yourself.
Do it.
I won't be by
I will watch
myself
it.
if I'm live streaming.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. See, so you don't have to be afraid.
Yeah, we'll see.
with a
Yeah.
at the horse stables.
At the horse
Yeah.
stables. Yeah. in
Like
a
the
barn.
people who watch Jaws in a swimming pool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
That was a great noise, by the way.
I'm hearing a lot of non-committal noises.
Why
Just sort of like...
Why is this happening in November? I mean, this is 2 horror movies out in November.
Because now horror movies come out year-round, but the really good ones come out in November.
Apparently so. What's wrong with October, everybody?
People are busy.
Too predictable.
Busy in November.
Speaking of, Beth, how was your Halloween? You weren't here when we had our Halloween discussion. How was your Halloween? Real quick.
It was okay. I mean, I basically ended up trick-or-treating with my year-old niece, and she's dressed as a mouse in a mousetrap. And it was pretty cute. Went to Main Street, saw the fattest little dog dressed as like a cowboy, and that was hysterical.
I put a picture of our Crackhead Blue and Ice costumes in Discord here.
I know, you guys looked so great. So good. I saw him in the big streamy chat.
Oh, that's right. I did the big streamy chat. Oh, yeah, and Beth, thank you for showing up in the wee hours of the morning to kind of keep it going. Like, nobody was really chatting at that time, and I think you showed up at like 3 something.
Yeah, I was there at 3.
And I was like, Jesus, Beth's here. Wow, okay. Somebody to talk to. But Deej, you stopped by for a second, and of course Crackhead Blue was there a majority of the time. So
I had just gotten home from the theater. I was exhausted, but I was like, do you know who's more exhausted than me? Joe. Get your ass on that chat and do something. Try to help him a little bit.
I will be right back, guys. 1 sec.
Okay.
Show your encouragement! So, yeah.
What's up, Dad?
Yeah, I was not able to stay up that late. Nope. I should have had Penny get on there because she's up at all hours of the night.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So, also next week's opening, Last Christmas is coming out.
Last Christmas.
Yeah.
I hate that song so
Oh
much.
dear! Don't sing it then. Don't sing it.
I stopped.
Also, Midway. So,
Oh yeah.
that little tidbit's coming out. That might be a fun one. Playing with Fire.
I don't know. I would necessarily.
I wouldn't call that
describe it
movie
as
fun. Yeah, that's not going to be a fun movie.
I mean, that's a serious body count movie too, and not in a fun Terminator way, and like a this really happened kind of way.
Well, yeah, I guess an entertaining one. How's that? That'll be an entertaining one.
So more of a John Rambo way?
Right.
More of like a Normandy Pearl Harbor way.
Saving Private Ryan way.
Awesome.
Yeah. But more entertainment, Playing with Fire. That one. That one that would be a fun one. That's funny. It's, guys rescuing kids and kids the whole situation looks crazy.
Is that the John Cena movie?
Yes, it is. The John Cena film.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
See, okay.
The scene where everybody laughs when the kid goes boom, boom.
See, not everybody laughs during that scene.
Oh, not everybody.
Nope. It just looks like it's gonna be dumb.
Cheesy. Cheese balls.
Like,
It does
I
look
liked
kinda
The
dumb.
Pacifier, so I can't even talk a pile of crap about movies like that.
What about the Tooth Fairy?
Yeah, see, that one's
Yeah.
not as good as The Pacifier. And then this one looks like it's going to be even lower down on the list of like, hey, big beefy man takes care of tiny children movies.
Yeah.
So I think they could have been a little less ridiculous with it, and it would have been higher on the list. And I haven't even seen it yet. So I'm judging like a horrible judgy Judgerton. But that's the feeling I get from the trailer that feels like it's now 9 years long.
Yeah. Well, how about this? If you like Shia LaBeouf, the autobiography Honey Boy is coming out.
It's a loose autobiography.
It's kind of a loose autobiography.
It's not exactly...
Yeah,
but it's very much inspired by his life.
for sure.
Isn't he not famous anymore?
Well, he's about to be. But it is an Amazon film, so it's already worked its way through the independent circuit.
I see.
It's going to have 1 day opening and closing on the 8th, I believe.
Ah.
And then it'll go to probably Amazon Prime, You'll watch that.
I see.
Hey,
later.
despite his meltdowns or whatever people want to call him, I think the guy is talented.
Oh, I don't debate that. Not even a little bit. He is extremely talented.
It was very refreshing. Especially Peanut Butter Falcon was like, wow, this
good.
Wow,
Yes.
man,
Amen.
okay, that movie was so good.
I like him. I just think that his meltdown was pretty epic as far as meltdowns go.
Well, he didn't shave his head.
I didn't say it was the most epic. I didn't say he's the queen of the ridiculous meltdown.
Yeah.
I mean, and look at how people can come back from them. Him, Joaquin Phoenix, if you remember, he had a huge one, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" So, yeah, that was the only reason that I made the joke about him not being famous, because he was.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not famous.
Robin
anymore.
Williams
Yeah.
had several meltdowns.
right. So,
Like it was almost an annual event.
Richard Pryor had a literal one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
ouch.
Yeah.
I mean, burn. Poor taste.
Sorry,
Beth.
sorry,
Pepsi
sorry.
burns. The Kingmaker. I don't know that one. I don't know anything about this one, but that's also a limited release.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
nice.
That's
What do we
great.
have
All
for
right.
box office, Jimmy?
A couple numbers.
Couple numbers.
The numbers are 4 and 16.
Yep. If you take those together, and you
You get
add a little bit-
416.
416.
Yeah. So, any guesses? What was in first place?
Harriet.
I think I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Terminator.
I'm guessing Harriet
I have no
because
guess.
because I want to believe in the goodness in people.
Yeah.
There's no goodness in people.
Oh, okay, Terminator. Got
There
it.
you go.
Terminator did very well. 29 million opening weekend
Nice.
in first place. Joker, second place, 13.5.
Oh,
Maleficent in third place at 13.
wow, going
Dang.
strong, those fairies.
Harriet, not very far behind, 12 million. So,
Oh, good for them.
no, I surprised at the numbers that Harriet Tubman put up. Because it wasn't very widely promoted. So,
I wonder why.
yep. Those people.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn folk.
I'm now wasn't last week wasn't Maleficent number 1? It fell twice, right? It was like
I don't even remember,
right?
DJ. I slept between here and there.
Got it. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, hey, future films and trailers. You know
Star
what?
Wars.
Star Wars. I really like this film, Just Mercy. And it's basically Just Mercy shadows a world-renowned civil rights defense attorney, and he takes on this case, and it looks like it's going to be a not fun. I say fun, but I guess a very entertaining film. I don't know. It was at the beginning of the Harriet film.
Oh.
Jimmy, what do you think of this? Do you think you're going to be interested in that?
Probably not.
No. I'm very confused
Don't know.
about the film, the rhymes section, or the rhythm section. I can't tell what that's about. Like, if it's a spy film, or a redemption film, or... oh, no, it's... I don't know. It's weird. It feels like the girl with the dragon tattoo. That's what it feels like. I don't know. We'll see. Bombshell looks great, by the way. It's about is it, I guess, a conspiracy, or it's like something that goes on at what is that film? Oh no, I'm blanking on the name. What is it called?
I don't.
CNN. It's not CNN, but it's the conservative one, Fox News, and it's all about the stuff that happened there. It's just going to be interesting to see, and it has Nicole Kidman in it. I like her.
That's Bombshell.
Bombshell, yes, Bombshell. So
she's supposed to be what's her name?
I don't know.
She's supposed to be playing Megyn Kelly.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
There you go.
So I'm curious how that's going to play out. Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see them destroy Roger Ailes. He's a ding-dong.
And I don't know why.
He's a better choice there.
I'm really getting excited for Bad Boys for Life. I really am getting excited for that.
You've been excited since the beginning.
I know, but it just every time I see the trailer.
But he's getting more and more excited. Apparently, Bad Boys is DJ's Star Wars.
Apparently so.
Ooh, the new trailer dropped, guys! It's trailer day!
The new trailer for Bad Boys came out. Stop everything. Yeah. Have you seen it yet? No.
They've just released how long the soundtrack is. That gives us a clue to how long the movie is, right?
Well, okay.
Here's my frame-by-frame analysis of the new Bad Boys trailer.
It sure does sound like this. But if it were Star Trek...
10 Easter eggs you may have missed.
Right.
It ties it into the other Bad Boys movies.
Right.
Oh my god!
Yes. and it just blows through the third and fourth Bad Boys movie. So just pretend those didn't exist.
Totally retcon.
So no, if it were Star Trek, it would totally be doing that even worse. So.
You funny, DJ.
Thank you. Hey, what do we want to talk about next week? Because I didn't.
Movies?
We didn't go through this part at the pre-show stuff. We want to talk about movies. I don't know why, but I was like, November 11th is. Well, no, that's not what I meant. I was gonna say, I'm blanking at it. November 4th.
The day that the Edmund Fitzgerald sank?
Right? No. Yeah. Sadie Hawkins.
Actually, that's 10 November anyway. Sorry.
Yeah. Sadie Hawkins was a thing. Like, you know how that Sadie Hawkins dance? I was trying to think of something to do with that.
Oh.
I don't know.
Huh?
Twin movies? I don't
What?
know. I'm trying to...
Twin movies?
No.
Sadie Hawkins? What?
Never mind. No.
Is your blood sugar low?
Yes, it actually is low.
Because this is the crazy shit you say when your blood sugar's low.
Yeah, it is low. That's why I have candy in my mouth. If you hear me sucking.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wait.
So everything totally cut out for me, and I came back just in time to hear you say that.
Yeah.
How about? I don't know.
How about?
Movies about legends.
Legends.
Like people who are legends, or like...
I don't know. It's in the second
Like Paul
line
Bunyan?
of DJ's list.
Oh, okay. Like Paul Bunyan or like...
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Any kind of legend.
Legends.
Okay.
I like that. It's on my
Legends
list.
and Tall Tales.
Where is that?
Yeah. Folklore.
Okay. I like that.
Movies with extremely long titles. No. Legends. I can't find it on my list, so I'm...
Second
Well, put it on
line
the
down,
list.
right behind cooking films.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Didn't we do cooking films already?
Yeah, that's why it's highlighted. Or
yeah.
bolded.
It's bolded, that's why.
Beth doesn't look at the notes, guys. So
Everyone knows that.
Don't bother referencing them when you're talking to Beth. She doesn't.
Even
know what you're talking
Lucas
about.
said something about it the other day.
Yeah, he did. That's funny. So there you go. Legends. 512 podcast or shout out at tfwmovies.com or any of the like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at tfwmovies. So it's fun. It's cool though. Like we've started getting responses on both Instagram and Facebook, so it's kind of
Nice.
Cool. Not much on the
So the old
Twitter.
and the middle-aged are now engaging.
They are, absolutely. Isn't that amazing? So, we'll plug something. Let's plug something, y'all. Checho's Standard Tattoo Parlor. There in San Diego. I have not had a tattoo from him yet. So, should I even be plugging that? Yes, of course.
Yes.
Because he's amazing, and he did our amazing artwork. That's right. And, you know...
When are you going to get a tattoo from him?
He tattooed our website.
Patreon members.
He did. He tattooed our website. If you saw what was it? The TV show?
The one Mayans?
Mayans. There you go. He's more than a tattoo artist because he redid their Harleys or their bikes or whatever it is that they use. Gave them a great paint job. He's amazing. He does a lot of cool stuff. He's definitely an artist, and he will art the hell out of your tattoo.
He will. What was it? He's a very good art man.
He's a great art man. Yes.
Great artman.
But hey, if you're in San Diego and you can handle a ride down to Chula Vista,
you want to be arted on.
That's right. Off of Broadway, look up Standard Tattoo Parlor. So
Checho will art upon you.
Yes.
For money.
29 Toes podcast. I like plugging them because I like listening to them. And they finally have a show out. their last show didn't have good sound, so they didn't.
Yeah, they were trying to record in a vehicular sense.
And nobody wore earphones, so nobody knew exactly what it sounded like. So. Whoopsies.
So the show was sadly canned for that one.
That was canned. But we've had our days. We've had that happen.
Those were the
Beth,
days.
Do you want to plug something?
Nope.
Jimmy?
No.
Joe! I know you want to plug something.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and plug my Twitch channel. Guys, if you like watching people play video games poorly, listening to cool music, and, having a good time, swing by my Twitch channel. I stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. You can find me at twitch.tv/apostle_OFC. We just had a big 24-hour stream. All proceeds went to Rady's Children's Hospital of San Diego, and we blew our goal out of the water. Thank you so much for any of you who are listening
you
that
guys
participated.
Pile
Thank
of
you
ass
guys
on that one.
It was awesome. Yeah, we did really good. Really good.
And by the end of the 24-hour stream, you were still laughing. It was you got a fourth wind, and you were really
that game. Yeah, that
you
game.
were on the
we
giggle
finished
train.
with. Oh man, that game.
Brawlhalla.
Unreal. Brawlhalla, guys. Unreal. We were all laughing and cussing at each other, and it was a good time.
It sounded like when we used to play Mario Kart.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Mario Kart. Oh, there. I streamed another one. Mario Kart kicks my ass, let me tell you.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for plugging that. Now, you're not on this week? You're having the rest of the week off, or are you going to be on this week?
Yeah, no streams this week.
Got it.
I won't be streaming this week. We are going traveling on Wednesday, so it didn't make sense to just do one on Tuesday and then not for the rest of the week. So
you're going where it's
streams
freaking cold.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Streams will resume next Tuesday. That would be what, the 12th? Yeah, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
What was your question?
Disney Plus Day.
Hey-o.
What was your question, Beth?
Whose?
Oh, I was just asking. Oh, Denver.
Oh, yeah, we're going to Denver.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going to be cold there. You guys are driving to Denver?
No, we're flying there.
Oh, God. Oof. That's a
don't
long
drive.
drive.
16 hours, no big deal.
It is not 16 hours.
To drive there?
To fly there was what I was saying.
No, drive
Yes,
there, 16
driving
hours.
is absolutely 16 hours.
Yeah.
If you pick the wrong airline, it could be 16 hours with like 3 layovers.
Yeah, if you have too many freaking layovers.
I used to get my layover to Minnesota in Denver, so they have a really big airport, and if you have to run for a connecting flight from one end to the other, you burn some calories.
You don't have to run. They got that tram.
Duh.
Dude, that thing's fast.
Not fast enough for what we had to do, man.
Okay.
And if you fall over on it, you'll get trampled.
Welcome, DJ. Nice to see you. And your crappy.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I enjoyed it. Oh,
No.
I guess we should end the show with that, right?
I guess so.
All right. Well, that's you've been listening to Thanks for Watching. We're all excited about Disney Plus, by the way. Just so you know.
Yay.
All my stories are on that platform.
Yeah. But hey, I want to say thank you to a bunch of people because I owe a lot of gratitude to a lot of people.
Because he's a polite boy who thanks people who are kind to him.
That could be true. But hey, Patreon subscribers. Want to thank you all. Lucas, Abby, Tyler, teacher J.M. Strauss, and Sean. And there you are, Crackhead Blue, in our chat. I'm so grateful for that. I want to say thank you to all of you, because you guys, you help us out a great deal.
Thank you. You guys are awesome.
Big, huge.
I think we're at... Is it another 4 to get the Twinkie Wiener sandwich?
I think only 2 more.
No,
I think
it's
only
2 more.
2 more.
We only
2
more? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Two new ones. Two new ones.
Right.
I'll ask Dorothy if she wanted to spend any birthday money.
My mom has a broken wrist.
Oh,
We're
never
like
mind.
conserving money
Forget
currently.
it. Never mind. Broken wrist. When she's all healed, we'll talk.
Yeah.
But also, I want to say thank you to Joshua Struthers. Big Checho, thank you. I know I plugged you earlier, but you definitely are important to me. Thank you very much. Also, very important to me, our cast. Thank you. DJ McGee, Jimmy Harris, Beth Labine, and Joe Ray. Thank you for making this show awesome, because it is awesome. Absolutely. And then those people behind the scenes, behind us, holding us up, making sure we do what we need to be doing, drinking water, whatever. And happy birthday, Dorothy Fielden.
Yeah,
there you go.
Mom.
Also, thank you, Crackhead Blue. Thank you, Jackie Harris and Penny McGee. All right. And don't worry, I'm not finished with all those thank yous. There's a little bit more. Actually, one more. And that's all of you. All of you. Every one of you listening. You listening audience. Whether you pay or not, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. I like being paid. But the fact that you are listening really means a lot to me. So thank you very much for listening to our show. And
Thank you, listeners, for listening.
Absolutely. And so until next week. Bye.
Bye. You need butterflies, or polka dots, or balloons!